So number 6 right here, it says to solve, so you need to factor and solve. Whoa, that's not what it is. That's frozen. Hang on a second. All right, so you want to take out, first, you want to make sure it's set equal to 0, right? Is it already set equal to 0, number 6 right here? Yes, it is. So then what's the next step? You want to take out the greatest common factor. Okay, so what is the greatest common factor for those 3 terms? 3, but not just 3. What else? What else can I take out of all of those terms? An x. Just an x. So now if I divide all of those terms by 3x, what is left of those terms? X squared minus 7x plus 6 equals 0, right? Okay, so one of my solutions is already going to come from this 3x, right? Because right here, that's a factor. So I'm going to put 3x equals 0, and then right, x equals, divide by 3 on both sides, x equals 0. That's one of my answers, okay? But now I have to factor this inside expression right here. So there's no greatest common factor between those because we already took out the greatest common factor. So now we're going to label our A, B, C. What is A? 1. What's B? And C? 6, right. Okay, so now we're going to fill out the x box. What goes in the top spot? 6, because it's A times C. What goes in the bottom spot? Negative 7. So what 2 numbers multiply to give you 6, but add to give negative 7? That's right, negative 6 and negative 1. You kind of know it has to be that because the bottom number is negative, right? So there has to be a negative somewhere, but the top number is positive. The only way that's possible is if both the numbers are negative. Okay, so this one, A is 1, so let's just be consistent here and put the fraction line over here. What goes on top of the fraction line? A times x, which is just 1x, right? And so that means your 2 factors would be x minus 6. And what goes in the second set of parentheses? That's right, x minus 1. So we're not finished yet because now we need to solve. So our completely factored form would be like this. Look, 3x times x minus 6 times x minus 1. We already found the solution for the 3x part. Now what other parts do we need to do? The x minus 6. So x minus 6 equals 0. And the x minus 1 equals 0. So x would equal plus 6 plus 6. X equals 6 plus 1 over here. X equals 1. So you can see this one has 3 solutions. X equals 0, x equals 6, and x equals 1.